Hola amigos de CineNT, estamos con Suzanne de DreamWorks. Hello Suzanne, welcome to Mexico.
Thank you very much.
And is this your first time in one of these type of events?
Certainly here in Mexico City. Actually, it kind of is my first time now that you mention it. It is.
How do you see the public, the audience that is full of students?
It's very exciting.
They just want to, hear more, to know more. How do you feel that for you that you're going to give a speech in front of them?
Well, it's very exciting because the most exciting thing to see from people, and particularly from young people, is enthusiasm and passion. That's what's going to fix all the things that are wrong with the world and push us forward. And so to see everybody here and so excited to be here is thrilling.
So I would like you to tell us about your work in DreamWorks.
I'm a producer at DreamWorks, and the latest movie I was a producer on was Home, which just released, and I believe it's released here as well.
Yeah.
And as a producer, you do many, 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 many things. You wear a lot of hats. My biggest job, though, is to facilitate the director's vision. So the director has a vision for the film. Tim Johnson is our director, and he basically found the book, which the film was based on, called The True Meaning of Smek Day, is the name of the book, by Adam Rex. And then he put together an idea about the movie. He wanted to make it a bigger story than what was in the book, so we made it a global buddy adventure instead of just taking place in the United States, which is how the book did. But for me, what I do is I make sure he has everything he needs, and that involves making sure the production is running well, making sure the crew is happy, booking the talent, helping to wrangle the music, scheduling and budgeting, like a million different things. And I had a fantastic production team that, you can just rely on. They are going to be able to do what they can do. And then you just empower your team to do what they do well.
With these students, with all the audience that are full of students,
yes.
What will you tell them about if they are looking for a producer? Because many of them are animators,
sure.
Sound designers. They are not those that move the strings. They are the ones that work with them.
Right.
What do you tell them to look in for a team, like in a producer? How should they know that producer should be right for them?
That's a hard one. That's hard because there are, if you're in animation, chances are, like I'm a producer at DreamWorks Animation, so I don't need to get the funding for the movie. The studio gives me the money to make the movie. But sometimes when you're looking for a producer for a project that you're putting together yourself, you need someone who can also go out and get funds, and they really have to be a go-getter. So as far as a producer goes, you want a strong leader, someone who can be calm when it gets crazy, someone who knows enough about the business to be able to find the avenues you need to get your film seen, or get your film taken somewhere, your idea, your pitch, whatever that is. And then I haven't really produced any like super guerrilla, independent kind of projects, but I just think you can tell when you speak to someone, sometimes enthusiasm and the wanting to do something, and if you're really a hard worker, can get you a long way, particularly with those small projects. And you just want to make sure you have someone you feel like is going to be able to watch the whole picture and not get mired in the detail of everything.
Right. And as a producer of DreamWorks, that is a great company that has just released millions.
Yeah.
Like it really hits the people. It really gets what the people want.
Yeah.
How do you work with them? I mean, is there a lot of pressure that they leave you like kind of freedom? You get your stuff, or
there's a lot of pressure, but Jeffrey Katzenberg has been doing this for a very long time. He knows animation. We have some amazing creative people in place now, Murray Soria and Bonnie Arnold. Murray Soria was one of the producers on the movie with me, who both, Bonnie did the Dragon franchise. Murray did the Madagascar franchise. So they know what they're doing. And so what you have to do, and they understand what the vision is that the filmmakers want. And you just have to make sure that you're very clear about telling the studio what it is you're going for, because they're very good at saying, you're not doing that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because sometimes you think you're doing something and it's not clear. And so the notes we get are very helpful, but there's a lot of pressure because these movies cost a lot of money and you feel very responsible for making a great movie.
Right.
And so they leave you alone for a while, but then when they turn their eye on you,
You're in trouble.
yeah, you just better pay close attention and and listen to what they're telling you, because they know a lot, and it's good to take in what they have to say.
As a producer in such a big company, do you look for something special in the people you're working with, whether it's the director, the writer, the whole team? Do they have to be, I don't know, something that you think that they should need, that without that, you wouldn't work with them?
Well, I think anybody who's an artist or a director or a storyteller has to have that creativity in them. But I think everybody's different. And one of the things I try to do is allow everybody the space to create the way they create. And you have to make them conform a bit to the way that things are done. You know, they have timelines and milestones and all sorts of things that they have to hit. But sometimes some people have to get very, very angry to make something great. Or some people just have to disappear for a while and then they come back out and they have something amazing. And so I think more than a particular thing about each person, it's about me and my responsibility to make room for them to do what they do best and not micromanage them or think, oh, I should do everybody's job. It's about empowering them and then making sure they feel like I have their back. So.
And just one last thing.
Yeah.
For the students that are here now, what would be the advice that you give them for them as professionals?
The advice that I give to young people in general is we can get very stressed out about what are we going to do? Who are we going to be? You know, how are we going to get there? What's our goals? Our goals, our goals, our goals. And just enjoy the process of being a student and learning as much as you can, because I could never have planned what happened to me in my life. I was a folk singer, a singer-songwriter who wanted to be a rock star or a musician, and I was in theater and I was in all of those things, and then I had day jobs, and then I worked at Digital Domain and visual effects, and then I kept playing, and then I toured on the folk circuit, and I had a great following and a lot of people listening to my music. And then someone went to DreamWorks and they said, do you want to come here? And I went to DreamWorks, and then now I'm a producer. I don't want to be on the road, so I'm very happy to be a producer. And all of my music ability came to play in this film because of the music. So you cannot, if you plan something, you will miss something amazing that will happen that you could never imagine. So don't get too stressed out about what am I going to do? What am I going to be? Just if you work hard, something amazing will happen.
Okay. Thank you very much.